to Mystery Beers episode number 263 of
Brewtal Battle. So, yes, as we've been talking about, we finally are back to some mystery beers. We want to make sure that, unlike the last time we did a trio of mystery beers, that we had to say, oh, it's been like a year almost. So, we want to keep doing these every few months, maybe, just to keep it fun. I mean, at least for me, I have the most fun when I'm doing mystery beers because it's the mystery of, like, what are we actually drinking, who made this, and trying to guess what's actually in there. But also, this is what the podcast was founded on. This is how it all started. So getting back to our roots, and I think it's important to not totally get away from that. So what about you? How do you feel about mystery beers?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun. Good enough. You already picked up your first beer. You're
let's keep going.
Ready to go.
That's what we're here to do.
I mean, it is. Okay. Well, first of all, I just need to preface this by saying we did not pick these ourselves. Where sometimes in the past what I've done is just literally like looked away while grabbing something out of the cooler or on the shelf and just putting it in and then making sure my eyes are turned when I'm checking out. But this time, we actually approached someone at our local wine world. His name is Chris, so thank you very much, Chris, for your help. I just asked him if he could pick out the beers for us, explained to him why, and hopefully he had fun doing it. I feel like most people, when they do that for us, they're like, oh yeah, it was a fun time. I like picking out stuff. So he did say that these are all beers he likes, and he also said that he tried to get a good mix of different types of beers. So, that'll be this episode and then the 2 episodes after. So, thank you, Chris from Wine World. Appreciate it. Okay, first beer. Let's do it. Beer A.
Looks hazy. Hazy and yellow.
Yes. 100% looks like a hazy IPA. Very yellow. It smells good.
Yeah, it's kind of a later nose.
Yeah, it's not as robust as you get with a lot of hazy IPAs, but I think it has a nice nose.
It's a little florally.
Mm-hmm.
And there's definitely it smells like orange juice.
Yeah, there's like a low-level orange juice. I definitely agree with you with the floral. That's like the first thing that came to mind when I sniffed this, is it's got a nice flowery note to it.
Yeah, not in a bad way.
Yeah, no. It is a little soapy on the nose.
Well, that could be like the flowery, soapy.
Yeah, I get a little soapiness. I smell that bit of like a yeastiness that you can, like over yeastiness you can get with hazy IPAs. But, I mean, the nose is good. We'll see how the taste is. This could be very low flavor like most hazies, but here we go.
It's not bad, but it is low flavor.
Oh, it's very low flavor.
I don't dislike it, I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't really mind it. Actually, are you feeling this way? Like, the citrus on it is coming off as a bit more lemony to me.
I can see that.
It's like low-level lemon, so it's not like tart or anything. It's not super strong. It's like a sweet lemon.
Yeah, for me, I'm still getting more of the orange.
Okay. I'm okay with it. I mean, you know us, we're not big into hazy IPAs, so the fact that it's a beer that is a hazy, obviously, and we're like, oh, we don't mind it, that's pretty solid. More bitterness on the finish than I thought there would be for a hazy IPA. I'm fine with that, obviously.
Yeah, it makes it a little more interesting.
There's a decent sweetness to it, like this kind of like honey sweetness that's going along with that lemon. I'm trying to see them. Are you getting that floral note? I get it very, very slightly.
A little bit, not much. I get it more in the nose.
Way more in the nose. It's very slight, like on the end of each sip, but it's mainly that kind of like lemony citrus. Okay. That's interesting.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I'll cleanse my palate a little. Do you want to do that for you? I mean, you don't have to if you don't want.
This beer B smells interesting.
Okay. Well, it looks like kind of reddish.
Yeah.
Like light reddish pinkish.
Light red.
Is what it looks like.
Light red, maybe a little brown.
So when I see it coloration-wise, I'm thinking, before smelling it, I'm thinking sour. Or if it's not sour, maybe like something with hibiscus in it could do that.
Okay.
But we'll see. Let's smell it. Yeah, sour probably.
Yeah, what is that? It's just interesting.
Something smells very artificial. Yeah, okay. I smell very artificial cherry. Do you get that?
Okay.
That's strong. It's like artificial cherry and lemon. But the lemoniness might just be like the natural tart smell from being a sour.
Okay, I can see. I
Assuming
wouldn't
it is
pick
that.
out cherry, but now that you said it, I can get it.
It's to me, it's like the strongest note in there.
Yeah.
And it's hard to suss other things out.
It definitely is the strongest note, like for sure. I was like, there's something very strong in here. It's definitely a fruit, but I couldn't pinpoint it.
It could just be a cherry sour.
Could be a cherry sour. Because
like I said, I feel like I'm getting some lemoniness, but that could just be the natural souring. I can't really get much else. There's not a whole lot going in the nose. It's just so strong with that cherry. And I will say, like, it does smell kind of like an artificial cherry, but it actually doesn't smell like a terrible artificial cherry, if that makes sense.
It doesn't taste artificial.
It's not
kind of nice.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I kind of like it.
It is very thin.
It is thin.
And it's kind of watery on the finish. It kind of like the flavors fall off at the very end.
Yeah. It definitely has that lemon. Definitely is making my mouth like get a little phlegmy.
It's not bad though.
Yeah, it's an easy sipper for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those like easy sours.
Like neither of these are probably very high in ABV.
It's like a low tartness, really.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even say it's sour. It's like low tartness to it. Definitely plenty of that cherry and like a little bit offensive with how it was smelling artificial cherry on the nose, but I don't think so with the taste.
No.
Like it's way more subdued and seeming a little more natural cherry type. I mean, it's not great, but
I'm getting some grain. I'm
solid.
getting like a grain in there.
The malt grain.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like that little naked Cheerio on the finish. It's very light, but yeah, I get that naked Cheerio type on the finish. And then it's kind of lemony on the finish, too.
Yeah.
With the sourness. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to Beer A after that.
Any ideas what these are?
Well, I do
Or
need to say that we do know that they're all 12-ounce cans.
Yeah.
Because I have to pour them, and I have them in their, like, individual brown bags. And so I kind of just, like, bring them up to the top and, like, have my hand around the top so that just enough's peeking out to pour. So I can feel that it's a 12-ounce can when I'm, like, opening it up. So these are both 12 ounces. Well, I mean, the first one's obviously a hazy IPA.
And we think
no idea who does it because everyone does hazies.
Yeah. And we think that the second one is a cherry sour.
B's just like, yeah. B just tastes like a cherry sour that by who knows.
Yeah.
It's got to be a brewery that doesn't do a great job with sours typically. Just does mediocre sours to not great sours. Yeah. Even though, like, this one's fine. So, all right, rating wise, you know where you're going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and lay it on me.
Beer A, I'm going to give a 4.
Okay.
And beer B, I'm going to give a 5.
I like A more than B.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I like A more than B. Especially after, like, having B, then A tastes a little more hop forward, which is nice. I don't dislike either of these really, but I don't know. Thinking how I typically would rate. I give A a 3. I give B a 4. That's pretty solid.
So you do like beer B better?
Oh, whoops. That's flipped. I meant to do the opposite. A4 and B3.
Okay.
Sorry. My
I
bad.
was like, wait a minute.
So actually these are tied.
Okay.
So they both average out to a 4. Because we gave both of A, we both gave A a 4, and I gave B a 3, you gave it 5. So they're equal.
Okay.
Which makes sense because that's kind of how we
Yeah.
were feeling, is they're pretty close anyway. So, all right. You just want to go A, B?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want the first one or second one?
Doesn't matter.
Go ahead and do the first one.
Okay, so this is beer A. It's by Nepenthe.
I already see, yeah. Okay.
By Nepenthe Brewing, their Space Jellyfish IPA.
We may have had this before.
7%.
Not on podcast.
12-ounce can. Nepenthe is out of Baltimore, Maryland. It's double dry hopped with Galaxy, Matueka, and Simcoe.
Is there any flavor text on it?
Nope.
Okay. I always really like their can art.
Oh, yeah.
They have really cool can art. And this looks like the space jellyfish on it looks a lot like those like space jellyfish things from Metroid. If anyone played any of the Metroid games, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's pretty cool. It like basically looks like a messed up like spider jellyfish. Like pretty menacing. It's cool.
Pour me a little bit more.
Oh, pour you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. I just want to, now that I know what it is, I want to like...
Sure. Go ahead. All right. So that was that one. I'll reveal beer B. And
yeah.
that
I mean, it is like an easy, like, everyday IPA.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, there's enough flavor that you're like, yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this, but it's not like a serious beer. This would be one that, like we've said about other beers before, like, you could have it on, like, a hot day outside, and, like, it feels a little bit quenching, but it also has good flavor.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It would be something that would appeal to a lot of people, I think.
All right, so beer B.
Yeah,
Any guesses?
I have no idea.
All right. Oh. Ugh. I know what this is. Okay, so... Okay, we'll see. So this is by Duclaw Brewing Company. We haven't had anything by Duclaw for a long time now. If memory serves, they were sold to, I think, River Horse Brewing. So I don't think they're even brewed in Maryland anymore. But let me see. They're still distributed here, obviously. So Duclaw Brewing Company, this is their Sour Me America. It's a Rocket Pop Sour Ale. So it's an ale brewed with tart cherry. We got that. Raspberry. Absolutely.
What?
I don't think. Let me try it again. No.
It's just all cherry.
And lime puree.
Oh, okay. You were saying, like, you were getting lemon.
Yeah, I was saying lemon, but it was more lime. But it's purees and natural flavors. So it's not, like, artificial. So that's good. Yep, it says Duclaw Brewing Company, Ewing, New Jersey. So, yeah. I think that is where River Horse is, but... Oh, they do have some text on here, and it's 5.5%. Like a patriotic, lip-puckering rocket popsicle in your glass, we've brought together 3 refreshing fruit flavors with Sour Me America. Sip freely. Okay, that's really stupid flavor text. But whatever. It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
I mean, typically I haven't thought that Duclaw's sours were all that good. And the other thing is, I mean, we haven't had any Duclaw beer since they were sold.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, is some of their stuff better? Is some of their stuff worse? I don't know. But this is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it at all. I can drink it for sure. So, okay. I mean, I still do wish that Duclaw was in Maryland, though.
Yeah. But... Well, that was like... such a gateway for us.
Yeah.
Into craft beer.
Yeah, it really was. And I remember, like, before there really were barely any craft breweries, and there were no craft breweries in Maryland almost, Duclaw was, like, my go-to place. It was literally, like, a 5-minute drive from my parents' house. And when I was still living with them after college, like, I would, you know, on my last... work night of the week would go to Duclaw and hang out with buddies and drink good beer. Because that's when they were making really good beer back then. With Jim Wagner as their head brewer. He was making really good beer. But then he was gone and then things went downhill a lot. But anyway, that's history. Yeah, this was fun, right?
Yeah, definitely fun.
Really enjoyed it. And I'm very interested to see what Chris picked out for us for the next 2. So, thank you everyone for listening to this, and until next time.
Keep it brutal.